easily. And now this second game about to start. It'll we'll have it start at 2 o'clock for this game. So you can see the time. Just reading about 10 minutes to 2 of the MCA clock. And Ricky Sims is down there with the two captains and the match referee for the toss.
They're ready for match number 2 here at the MCA in the Premier T20 tournament. The second game, CDB taking on Maliban. We have the two captains, Lahiru Madhushankar for CDB, Sangit Kure for Maliban, and our match referee, Mr. Tiron Vijayawardena. Lahiru will toss the coin. Heads is the call. Tails it is. Lahiru has won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We are going to bat first.
Any specific reason, Lahiru?
This is a used wicket. We are thinking put a good total and ball.
Earlier game 169 scored by Fairfax, defended easily. You think 150 plus is a good score?
Yeah, definitely.
Good luck for today's game. Sangit, if you had won the toss, what would you have done?
Actually, we expected to bowl first.
Expected to bowl first. That's an interesting thought. Second innings of the last game, run scoring was difficult, but the wicket will stay the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same wicket, but in our team combination, we have decided that.
What do you think is a good score to chase?
I think 150. Yeah, it will be a good score.
Good luck, Sangit. So there you go, Lahiru Madhushankar has won the toss and elected to bat first.
Thank you, Ricky. So here we see the two teams, Maliban Biscuit, Sangit Kure, Dhananjaya Lakshan, Dushan Hemant, Dushan Vimukti, Milan Ratnayaka, Ranesh Silva, Ravindu Rasant, San Arachige, Sanod Darshika, Vishen Halambagi and Vanuja San Kumara, CDB, Lahiru Madhushankar, the skipper, Avishka Fernando, Dunit Vellalage, back from national duty, Lahiru Dara, Lasit Cruz Pulle, Nipun Dhananjaya Pavan Ratnayaka, Pramod Madhushan, Shevon Daniel, Sonal Dinusha and Tarindu Ratnakar. What a strong side. Both teams packed with very good players. And CDB, like Ricky said, have won the toss. They have elected to bat first. Will be interesting. We saw the first game, this ground team batting first. Managed to get to 169 and then bowling out Haley's for under 100. The wicket was taking turn from the first over. So it'll be interesting. We saw the heavy roller coming on the pitch after the first game. So that means it will settle in a bit. But the problem is when it wears off in the second innings, it might be a bit hard to bat because might have, crumbled and broken up a bit more. Just seeing some of the teams doing their drills. So far, it'll be interesting to see what sort of total these guys will be looking at. Because if you saw what happened during the morning session, first of all, we thought 160 might have been, I thought it was a pass score, may have been a little bit short, but from about the 15th over in that first innings, I think the ball, it was becoming even harder. And the thing is this, you need to be smart on tracks like this. You need to learn fast how to bowl. We saw the second innings, Fairfax spinner, they bowled it slower, gave it a bit of air and they got much more turn. There were a few stumpings. But when you look at the first innings, the way Haley's bowled, their spinners were bowling a bit more, with a bit more pace. And it was easy for them, especially, but thanks to that big knock by their opener, who basically, Tenuga Dabare, he just blasted 4 sixes in one over. He even lost his wicket in that same over, but the damage was done. Got to a 50 in just 25 or 27 deliveries. So interesting to see now how this is going to turn out. Well, at the start, brand new ball might come onto the bat. Depends on who would take the new ball. Whether it will be spin or whether it will be the fast bowlers. Let's wait and see. Umpires out there for this game. Just about 4 minutes or 2 minutes on the clock at the MCA grounds for the match to begin. Waiting for the teams to come out. Maliban will be fielding first. Interestingly, their captain said that he was Sangeet Kure. Was anyway wanting to field second, so maybe thinking that the wicket may get a bit easier once the day progresses, but it's not what we saw in the first game. And we'll just wait for the players to come out. Melbourne team walking out to the middle, and the two openers looks like it's Lasith Crospulle and Sivan Daniel, both explosive batsmen. That how are they going to react on this pitch? I know we all know Sivan Daniel loves to go after the bowling. Crospulle also has to go over the top. Interesting to see. I have a feeling that they might even start with the spin, not letting the pace onto the bat for these two. Still no indication of who would open the bowling. And like I said, looks like it's going to be Dushan to start off, or is it Dhananjay Lakshan? No, it looks like Dhananjay Lakshan will start off proceedings. Try to use that new ball to see whether he can get something off this track. He will be bowling from the MCA, the pavilion end. And it will be Sivan Daniel to take strike. Ready for the start of this second game in the T20 league, which started today, the 1st of October. So Sivan Daniel and Lasith Crospulle, Dhananjay Lakshan with the ball in hand. Will we see a flurry of runs, or will we see a flurry of wickets? Okay, a change in field. So it looks like they're bringing in a slip in place for Sivan. Interestingly, Lakshan starting with a slip, a short third, a backward point on the boundary, extra cover. Well, a cover, extra cover, and a mid-off in the circle on the offside, and a mid-on and mid-wicket in the circle on the leg side. Immediately takes the inside edge into the boundary. So Daniel starts off not in a way he would like to, but he'll always take the boundary. So 4 runs to Sivan. Very lucky. Well, he immediately looked back whether it was going on to the stumps. Nicely bowled by Lakshan, but unfortunately there's no field in that region. So now we see, is there a third fine leg? No. This time again in the air on the leg side. Field on the boundary, coming around from deep square leg to field that. So 5 runs off 2 deliveries for CDBA and Siobhan Daniel. Left and right hand combination. That's it, close pull now. He's much taller than Siobhan Daniel, has a long reach, likes to play over the top, taking guard. Pulle averaging 27, highest of 167, 300s and 850s so far. Plays it towards that deep square leg field for a single. So both the batsmen off the mark in the first delivery they faced. Back with the Siobhan Daniel on strike. Top and right at the top of the handle. Bat coming from where third slip would be, but you see at the end comes in line with the stumps. Need to be quick because don't want that gap between bat and pad, especially when your bat is coming from across from where gully or third slip is, can have that gap, and if you're late on the shot you can have problems. Holding very tightly with the bottom hand as well. That's a good run. Played with soft hands. Maliban Biscuits on the other hand will need to look at picking up wickets fast, because you don't want players of this caliber batting for too long on a track, on whatever track, once they get used to it. Again a quick single, 8 runs in that over. First over done, it's 8 for 1. That batting lineup, sure it will be Avishka Fernando to come in at 3. Then we've got Pawan Ratnayaka, Sonal Dinusha to follow, Nipun Dhananjaya. That's quite a hefty middle order there. Milan Ratnayaka to open the bowling from the other end. 36 wickets in 32 games, economy of 4.16. See if he will get any movement. Generally known to get a bit of movement with the new ball. Also again not express pace. Lasit Cruz Pulla will be taking strike. Driven straight down the ground, but straight to that mid-off fielder. So for Milan Ratnayaka, he's got a short third point, a cover. Well, let me see that there's a short third point, extra cover, and a mid-off on the offside. I'm not sure there's one on the cover boundary, but there should be point on the boundary. And again, that's hitting there. First boundary for Sportylk. It was up to him. Leg side. It was a bit in there, but away from that field. No chance for any of the fielders on the leg side. Got a short fine. A deep square leg. Short mid wicket and a mid on. This time again goes in there, and this time it's taken. Well, fielder was placed there for that. Just need to see who that fielder was. That was a good catch. Take it ahead. I had to move to his left a bit, but it was going flat. But in that previous delivery, it was in that same region. This time I think the fielder was a little bit straighter. And the first wicket down. There we see that again. Ball not coming on. And a good head-high catch. Going with the reverse cup. It's a Sadharwan, the catcher, and Sportylk departs. For 6, it's 12 for 1 in the second over. Betting even gets stronger. Like Rudara walking the crease at the number 3 position. So which for Fernando, there is Pawan Ratnayaka, Sonal Dinusha. But interesting to see how they will handle this pitch. Averaging 27, 109 and his highest to the 121 runs. 200s and 1050s. Strike rate 85. Still sticking with that left and right hand combination. Oh, that time beats the bat, goes past the inside edge. They are just playing at that one outside the off stump. And in these T20 games, you wouldn't see batsmen leaving the ball too much. They like to get bat on ball. Depends on what sort of total they have in mind. You see again, so that's played towards that deep point fielder for a single. So they're off the mark in his second delivery. Pitches like this, you won't want to target too many as a total. Pass go maybe 160, 180. Going at 7-8 runs and over. And if you bat well, if you don't lose too many wickets, then that last 5 overs can make an alteration to that total. Oh, there we see Daniel playing and missing. Beaten. I think that was the slow delivery. And on the bounce to the wicket keeper. A dot ball to end the over. 2 overs done. It's 13 for 1. It's interesting to see when these T20 games come on what the captain is thinking, because we saw Lakshan and Milan pull one over each. Then normally you'd see the bowler coming to the top of his mark, but Lakshan was not sure whether he was going to bowl his second over or not. Now the ball is given to him. Generally would want to bowl 2 overs to start off. It's a quick run. To Dara. This is what you need. Try and at least pick up a single, not give any dot balls to the opposition. Daniel walks into that and basically murders it. 6. That's a flat 6. He just walked into it knowing that there is no pace on this track and just hammered it. That's his first 6. Look at where he plays that shot, way in front. That's how he will like to play his cricket. Don't want the bowler dictating terms to him. So that's it there. Oh, that's dropped. Sahan Arachige, that went like a tracer bullet, flat and fast. Just couldn't hang on to it. See that replay again. At his standard, I'm sure he would take those 9 out of 10. Oh, both legs in the air. Just trying to take that. Got to it. It was an easy catch. Just couldn't get his body behind it. Really well disguised slow ball. This is what Lakshan will need to do. Vary the pace, not give any pace or width to either batsman. Pace of the ball is what's required on this pitch. There we see again slow delivery. He waited for it. Tennis ball bounce, you would say. Tried to pull it, didn't get. Couldn't get it in the middle of the bat. So far 9 runs conceded in this over. Daniel on strike. What will he do? Given as a wide, loud shout by the bowler and the wicket keeper. They thought that Daniel got something at it, but not sure whether it was the thigh pad. There might have been a sound, but the umpire clearly thought that he missed. It missed everything and gave it a wide. Yeah, definitely. I think it missed everything. Not even in the thigh pad, but Daniel may have thought that he missed out on some runs because see that fine leg is up in the circle. Anything either side of him will run into the boundary. Looking for a quick single. Mishan Halamage there in the covers. Didn't pick up clean, but his partner Lairo saying no. End of the third over, it's 23 for 1. So just takes 3 overs and see spin from Dushan. Dushan Kumar. Best of 7 for 37. Again looking for a quick run. Daniel eager to get on strike, but Lairo saying no. That went quickly to the field. This time on the leg side. Just plays it with soft hands and takes off for a single. Sure, knowing Daniel, he would want to be on strike. He's on 13 of 8. Doesn't like to be off strike. Can see him taking off stump card. Dushan goes wide outside off stump and Daniel puts his foot across and tries to play it on the leg. Well, a packed offside field in the circle. This time makes room and goes in there this time. On the bounce to that field at long on. Likes to hit the ball hard and hit it in there. Can be dangerous at times because you don't know where your fielders may be. If you're timing it well, yes, you have no problem, but if not, Udara doing the right thing. He's just nudging it to various paths and getting the single, putting Daniel on strike. So I think that's the plan. Udara to bat long, Daniel to get the runs. So just 3 runs in the over. Oh, that was a missed chance. Missed stumping by Ranesh Silva. Down the leg side, called a wide, but that was a clear chance which should have had Daniel. This is the second instance now. Just didn't gather the ball down the leg. And look at Chavan still trying to find the crease. And this is what he can do to you. You give him a chance. Now 2 chances gone begging. One by Sana Ratsuge, one by Ranesh Silva. And he smashes the next one into the boundary. 4 was done. It's 31 for 1. Sun finishes his first over none for 8, but should have been 1 for 4 if he had gathered that ball and stumped him. So double change. Sanarachige to operate from the pavilion end. Lakshan given a break after 2 overs. Zarachige has 49 wickets, 4 for 27 as his best. Not picked up a 5-wicket haul as yet. Economy 4.73. Bowling round the wicket this time. Lairudar just moves his front leg across and smashes it into that deep mid-wicket fence for 4. There is him making room, getting that front leg away. Just that one bounce into the fence. Pressure for Arachigi. This one. Oh, was that another chance? Or did that drop shot? We'll need to see the replay of that. Both these batsmen living dangerously. Sun full toss just glides it past those 2 fielders. The square leg and fine leg fielders in the circle for another boundary. Like to see whether that was the previous ball was a chance. Udar into the action again, trying to make room. He's trying to target Sanarachige, not letting him settle down. He got 2 boundaries in this over, looking for more. This one again. That's high in there. Fielder getting under it. Will they hold on to us? Finally, someone holds on to a chance. Arachige strikes. Udar has to go for 13 and it's 39 for 1 in the 5th over. That was so high that fielder ran in and had to stand his ground. Well judged catch. When Lairudara goes, Avishka Fernando comes. Firepower in the middle. Daniel still there. He's given 2 chances, but still he's living a charmed life. Whereas his partners, they just get 1 chance. Oh, that was so short. Still just played it for a single. I thought he would have pulled it to that vacant region. So 5 overs done. It's 40 for 2.
So Cruz Pulle was out early for 6. Lairudar departed for 13. Very strong batting lineup for CDB. Siobhan Daniel is on 18. Lived a charmed life. Avishka Fernando is on 1. They have a lot of batting. Nipun Dhananjay, Sonal Dinusha, Pawan Ratnayaka to come. Not forgetting the likes of Dunit Vellalage, the all-rounder. So lots of batting, a strong batting lineup. CDB, a lot of international and first-class players. Dushan picks up a single. Avishka Fernando batting at number 4 today. Today for Maliban, team captain by Sangit Kure, Dhananjay Lakshan, Dushan Hemant. We haven't seen him in the attack as yet. Sana Rajagi, Ranesh Silva, Sanuj Darshika, Vanuj Sahan, Milan Ratnaik, Vishen Halambage, Ravindu Rashant, and Dushan Vimukti. That's a good hit. Picked it up early. Not afraid to take the aerial route generally. Shimon Daniel picked up the length. He knew he could clear the boundary. That was a good hit. It was in the slot. Now this is where I thought the Fair First Insurance in that first game bowled pretty well. They didn't give any pace on the ball. That's over, extra cover. That's running away to the boundary as well. Tremendous batting, giving himself some room, going hard at it. Picked his spot early. Up and over. The mistake that Haley's made, they were bowling quick, they were bowling fast. But what Fair First Insurance did was just give it a bit of slowed it up, let the batters make their own pace. And they were very successful, especially Nimesh Vimukti with the ball. Tanuka Dabare. But once again you see Vanuj Sahan here darting it in. Trying to bowl fast, trying to bowl in that block hole. He hasn't been successful so far. That's better. That's better. This time a bit more, yeah, but still a very good over. For CDB, they've got 12 off it, 1 ball to go. Ends well. 6 done, 52 for 2. So Dushan Vimukti has been brought into the attack. He's going to bowl his right arm off spinners for Maliban. We didn't see much of him in the 50 over format. But playing here in this T20 tournament. Sandhu Mendis not playing today. Chatura Piris is also out, and Hiran Jayasundara. He's been their most prolific run scorer for Maliban in the 50 over format, but he's not got an opportunity here in this T20 lineup. Instead they decided to go with Vishen Halambage and Ravindu Rashant. Tucked away on the onside, pick up a single. Short delivery, dragged down. Gets away with it, Dushan Vimukti. It's just a single to the total. Smashed into the ground. They won't mind the ones at all, Maliban, because these are two very explosive players. Avishka Fernando, Siobhan Daniel. They can hit the big boundaries. So the ones are goal for Maliban at this stage. You see just a 4 runs off that over. Excellent start by Dushan Vimukti. 7 overs done. 56 for 2. So Dushan Hemant, now he's going to be the tricky customer here. Ball brilliantly picked up 6 for the other day with the ball in the 50 over format. He's been 9, very good form, consistently delivering. Starts off with a slightly shorter one, kept a bit low. So Dushan Hemant into his third delivery. Gives it a bit of, Avishka Fernando goes after it. Has he got the distance? He has by a long way. That's a good shot. Very good 6. He's the first of this innings. Back of a length. Just a single. 9 of the over so far. 2 deliveries to go. So far he's considered a 10. That's very well bowled, beautifully bowled. That pitch that turned. 8 overs done, 66 for 2. So Dushan Vimukti. So we have 2 Dushans operating together. Dushan Hemant and Dushan Vimukti. Right arm leg spinner and off spinner. Spanking drive through the covers, but just a single finds the fielder on the boundary. CDB won the toss and elected to bat first in this all-important game. Goes down on one knee and hits it over that square leg fielder. So Avishka Fernando deciding now to have a move on. The 6 of Dushan Hemant, then our 6 of Dushan Vimukti. Falls short of the fielder on the boundary. So just to 1. Again he goes over the top, but finds the fielder straight down the throat. Ravindra Shanta takes on to the catch. Dushan Vimukti gets his man. Shimon Daniel has to depart for 34 of 22. It was his favorite area over extra cover. This time didn't get the distance, or neither could he get it into the gap, straight down the throat of that fielder out there. So 3rd wicket down now for CDB. This partnership was threatening. Dushan Vimukti coming good. So Dushan now Vimukti's had a good over so far, got hit for 6, but just 2 singles and a wicket. Just a nudge on the offside, trying to get through for 1. So Sonal Dinusha is out there, test cricketer and tremendous player, and that's why. Look at that. Ends a decent over with a 6. That's how he's opened his account. Down on one knee and just slugs it over square leg. Easy as it comes. 9 overs done, 80 for 3. So Dushan Hemant into his second over. Right arm leg continues. Sonal Dinusha just tucking it on the onside. Picking up a single. Two international players in the centre at the moment. Avishka Fernando has been around a long time, played a lot of cricket. Sonal Dinusha still new to Test cricket. Once again pushed on the onside. Oh. Big apart on the offside and picks up one. So 3 singles. Maliban will take this. This is probably their best bowler. He's not giving them air now. He knows that Avishka Fernando likes to get under it. He has the power to clear the boundary. So he's just dropping it short, pushing him onto the back foot. There he goes straight. This time it was in the slot. Sonal Dinusha, he won't miss out into those boards there, hoardings there. Thud, it goes. To the good over until then. Just the 5 runs, but spoils it with a 6 of the last ball. Straight over the bowler's head, coming down the track and hitting him handsomely. So that's the end of the 10th over. It's 91 for 3.
So at the halfway stage, it's CDB after winning the toss selected to bat first, lost the wickets of Cruz Pulle for 6. Then they lost Siobhan Daniel for 30 and Lai Rudar. Milan Ratnaka back after 1 over. Again forcing the issue, but just a 1 run. So the 3 batsmen are Siobhan Daniel, Cruz Pulle was out for 6, Lai Rudara for 13 and Siobhan Daniel for 34. Fernando on 23 and Sonal Dinusha on 14 at the crease now. It was pretty similar to that first game where they got 84 in the first 10. They got to 91 for 3. Depends on how they bat. It will depend on Sri Lankan cap Sonal Dinusha, test player. Facing another test player, Milan Ratnaka. Just the 1 run. And also national cap white ball player. And Ratnaka bowling a pretty tidy over. Just 4 singles in 4 deliveries. I think this is good batting. They recognize that Milan Ratnayaka is bowling a decent line and length. They're not trying too much. They're just getting the singles, knocking it around. They know that if they can get something region of 150, 160 or even more, with a chance of pulling this back. Oh, this time in the slot. It's onto that road. Well, did it hit that vehicle is the problem. 6 runs. Avishka Fernando. Not going to keep him quiet. You can see that. Did it hit that vehicle or did it? Oh, I think it just missed. Pitched. So 100 up, 101 for 3 in the 11th. Avishka Fernando into the 30s. He's on 31 of 19. Sonal Dinesh 16 of 7. So run rate picking up. 11 overs done. It's 102 for 3. Dushan has been a bit expensive. 2 overs for 20. Going wide outside the off stump to Sonal Dinesh. Ball out of his reach, but he stretches and gets that single. Decent over, just the 4 runs in that over from Dushan. After 12, it's 106 for 3. Dushan 18 of 10. Avishka 33 of 22. Thinking, targeting another 8 overs left. They can get a 10 runs over 80, 180. That region won't be easy on this track. Sanarachige 1 over. First over gave away 9 runs and picked up a wicket. Smashed on the ground by Fernando just for a run. The weather has been good all day. It has been quite hot. No signs of any rain. Making room for himself, almost played it back to the bowler. It's on the bounce. It's good bowling by Arachike. Just bouncing in front of him. That one is hammered. Fielder making a valiant effort but couldn't get hand on it. Another 6 to Dinusha. Just slightly short. So rocked on the back foot. No chance for the fielder. Marking his leg stump guard. We'll move to 25 of this 13. Just touch under 200 runs per 100 balls. This one again, that's even sweeter. Into the pavilion, another 6. Back-to-back sixes for Sunal Dinusha of Sanarachige. 31 of 14. Strike rate of above 200 now. Down on one knee. Seems to be that we've lost the ball. Not seen that happen too often, but it has come back. We have 2 balls on the ground now, so that one returned again. So we got the ball back. Strangely so, we have not seen one ball get lost today. I thought this was the first one, but that also came back. 120 for 3. Well, talking about 10 runs over, they've already got 14 runs in this over. So 180, something between 180 and 200 on the cards. Wide also the stump played at it. If he had left it, it would have been a wide for sure. End of the 13th is 120 for 3. Dushan continuing bowling his last over. Fernando trying to reach for it. Just a single. He's been quiet for some time. It's kept off strike. His first 2 overs went for 20. His next over went for just 4 runs. See his last over. So now Dinusha is in a punishing mood. Moved to 31 of 15 deliveries. Look at that. Trying to go wide outside the off stump, and San firing it in at leg stump, called a wide. I think if the batsman moves to the off and ball goes outside the off stump, they wouldn't call it a wide. But here, batsman moving to wide outside the off stump, ball fired in at the legs, and it's called a wide. Not sure that that's actually a fair thing to do, because your batsman is moving before the bowler can bowl. How come if it's outside the off stump, it's not called a wide, even if it's outside the tram line, if the batsman has moved? Oh, there we see. Trying to make room. Avishka now trying to get on with it. Maybe the message would have come. We got batting in the pavilion. Let's try and go for it. Oh yes, massive. That is out of the ground. So this time I think we'll need one of the deliveries, one of the balls to come out from the match referee's room. That was hit with some power. Time to perfection. Got right underneath that. The deviation, look at that, sailing over. And it's gone. So the first ball that we have lost. Match referee T.H. Vijayagunathan looking on. Just give you the officials for the match today after this delivery. Fernando goes big again in that same region. Another maximum. Are we going to get that ball, or we have to replace another? So Dushan, after a very good third over, now has been pretty expensive. Not easy for them to pick the balls up. 15 runs in this over. And the second ball has come out now. The match officials for today is this time gets a single. 16 runs in that over, and after 14 overs it's 135 for 3. Two umpires, Deepal Gunawardena and Shamin Dhatur Singh, standing in this game with Tiran Vijay Gunawardena as the match referee. Scorers Chanak Krishant and Claude De Silva. Dushan Samar Vikrama live streaming. Well. Fernando dealing in sixers. Half century in just 29 deliveries. Last 3 scoring shots were all sixers. Dhananjay Lakshan bought in, drops it short, and goes the distance. The fielder Ravi thought he had a chance, but just watched it sail over. Slow ball back of the hand, was like a leg cutter, pitched and went away. Smile from the batsman and the bowler. Looking to hit that one back over the bowler's head. Missed it completely. He's in one of those moods. It's onto 54 of 30. See, rocking back, jumping back to his crease, waiting for the delivery, and Dhananjay Lakshan again is clever. Slow delivery, off cutter that time. He just works it onto the leg for a single. It's good cat and mouse game going on here. Now it's Sonal Dinusha's turn. Oh, that's wide. Way wide. Keeper had to get it way in front of where maybe second or third slip would be. That's not what Lakshan needs to do. He knows that Sonal Dinesh is targeting that leg side boundary, which is closer towards the DS Sennaika ground end. Not letting him. Again, we see line with that tram line again. Just the one run. Not giving him any room on the leg. Intelligent bowling by Dhananjay. He knows that Dinesh likes that region. Even a miss it would go over the boundary. Again, I was still lining him up, but seeing the ball not coming onto the bat, just plays it for a single. So this is good batting. He's not going ahead with the stroke. This is a pretty good total so far. Be interesting to see how the spinners would bowl on this surface in the second innings. Saw the heavy roller coming out during the break for the start of this match. Again trying to make room, but this time the umpire doesn't call it a wide. So end of 15 overs, it's 146 for 3.
So 72-run partnership of the 38 deliveries. Tremendous batting. 33 of 18 to Sonal Dinusha, 37 of 20 to Avishka Fernando. He's moved to 56 of 32 deliveries overall. Avishka Fernando. It's been tremendous batting performance. They're on their way to make a big score here. Still a lot of batting to come as well. The likes of Pavan Ratnayaka to follow in their tank. They have Nipun Dhananjay. Goes straight down the ground. Floated up by Dushan Hemant. And Avishka Fernando just reach in for it. Didn't try to go across the line, but decided his strength was good enough. Has the power. That's all he needs to do. Playing straight through the line. Beautifully struck. So he moves to 62. 6 to start off the over. That's pressure on the bowler. They're going at 10 runs per over. So this shows that the wicket isn't really a bad one. And if you bat properly, they have runs in it. They'll get a single down towards long off. This is going to be a big total that Maliban will be chasing down. They have the likes of Sangit Kure, Dhananjay Lakshan, Sangit Kure, Dhananjay Lakshan, Sana Rachige, Vishen Halambige, Ravindu Rashanta. That's in the air though, that's out. So Sonal Dinusha has to depart. Dushan Hemant has got the prize wicket. Comes into the attack, picks up wickets. It's a wicket taking option. Can't leave him out of the game. But 33 of 18, that's all you want. Get the runs quickly. That was away from his body. Going searching for it. There's a similar dismissal to what we saw this morning when Thanuka Dabare was out to the left arm spinner. This time the leggy and Fernando, Ravindu Rashan picks up his, it's Vaniju Sahan who took that catch. Sonal Dinusha departs for 33. So Dinit Vellalage has come into bat. And number 6, head up the likes of Pavan Ratnaik and Fernando and Nipun Dhananjay. Pick up a single. Shortish delivery, goes back, pulls it. But you could see it kept a bit low. Dushan Hemant just not giving him the opportunity to get under and hit him straight over the bowler's head. He's not bowling that foolish length since he got hit for 6. Just dragging it back. Excellent bowling. After giving away 6 of the first delivery, he's just given 3 and picked up a wicket. Since then, 9 of the over, 16 done, 155 for 4. That's Avishka Fernando's half century. It's some splendid shots on both sides of the wicket against pace and spin. But this is back live, and that's gone a long way. Where has that gone? Has it gone out over the roof onto the next garden? There's a low full toss by Milan Ratnaik, a slow delivery. And Avishka Fernando cannot bowl that sort of a delivery. Very poor by an experienced bowler. And dealt with harshly, straight over the bowler's head. Brin that, he says. Down on one knee, there goes another one. Another slow delivery, but right in the slot. Hits the trees. The leaves fall down as the ball got lost. 2 consecutive sixes. One was a full toss. This one was length, trying the slower leg cutter, but in the arc for Avishka Fernando. So consecutive sixes. Down the ground. So picks up a single down the ground. Right in the block hole, foolish delivery from Milan Ratnayaka. It's very well bowled. So this is good stuff. After being hit for 2 sixes, trying to come back, trying to drag it back. Got Avishka Fernando off strike. Well, Lalage needs to give the strike soon as possible to Avishka Fernando. Hits it to the offside. Slices it, just a single though. It's a damage control at this time of the day. Last delivery of the over, 17th coming up. Avishka Fernando again towards long off. So 2 sixes and ends it with 3 singles. So 15 off the over nevertheless. 17 done, 170 for 4. So this is the half century of Avishka Fernando, 77 of 38. Some beaut hits, especially down the ground, taking on the spinners, Vanuja Sahan. Milan Ratnayaka is very strong off the front foot, very strong off the back foot. He's shown us the talent he possesses once again. Unfortunately, he's just not managed to make it on that bigger stage, convert those here. We have seen glimpses of him, no doubt. Hundreds in one-day international cricket, some sparkling innings. But a player that could have offered a lot more for Sri Lanka cricket, Avishka Fernando. Looking to fight his way back into the national side in some form or another. Dushan Hemanta will bowl his last over. He's been slightly expensive, gone at 10 runs per over. Current run rate 9.96. Lalage coming down the track, slicing it, falls safe between the two fielders. He hasn't been able to find the boundary yet. 4 deliveries for his 2 or 5 deliveries for his 3 for Lalage. Sentin ahead of Nipun Dhananjay and Pawan Ratnayaka. Goes for the big hike, doesn't make contact. Just a single. Bit of a bottom edge on that one. Ranesh Silva, the wicket keeper for Maliban. Cuts that away to the offside. Just a single. Dushan Hemanta will not mind the singles for one so far. Two more deliveries left in the over. But Avishka Fernando probably asking for a fresh pair of gloves. It's very hot, it's very humid out there, a lot of sweat. He will take strike. Last two deliveries, he want to make this count now. Try to make it an expensive over. They'll be targeting 200 runs. CDB. Flat batted. Final ball for Dushan Hemanta. Slightly short. Well, just manages the single. Excellent over though. Just the 6 runs off that, the 18th. 176 for 4. So Dhananjay Lakshan into the deck. That will be called a wide. Very wide outside the off stump. The batter moved. Yes, he moved a bit, but umpire Deepal Ganavardhana says you went outside that, very wide outside the wide crease. Could see, yeah, quite wide indeed. So this is a good battle. Dhananjay Lakshan's 3 overs have gone for 29. Down on one knee, hikes it over square leg. That's gone the distance for 6. Just walking across the stumps, using the pace of the bowler. Well, Lalage finally gets his first boundary. That was needed for CDB. Dhananjay Lakshan, in the meantime, down on the ground he goes on delivery. Hammered into the ground. Just a single. So Avishka Fernando back on strike. We have 10 deliveries to go. Can he get to 100? He's on 81. Oh, slow delivery, played way too early. That was a good mix-up there from Dhananjay Lakshan. Didn't pick it at all. Another slow one, but this time gets the outside edge. And that goes down to the boundary. Very unlucky for the bowler. He was totally beaten, Avishka Fernando. But then luck going his way. Just going through with the shot, not holding back. Threw his bat at it, threw the kitchen sink at that one. And third man was in the circle, so 4 runs. Unlucky for Dhananjay Lakshan. After being hit for that 6, he's won the battle so far in the last 3 deliveries, you could say. Repeats the one, but this time he stands back and pulls that away. It was too short. Once again trying the slow leg cutter, but dragged it down short. And Avishka Fernando was waiting for it. You could see he knew the slow one was coming. It was predictable. Too predictable by Dhananjay Lakshan, and slogged for 6. That's down the ground. Powerfully struck. Well, Lalage thought of 2, but Avishka Fernando wasn't interested. He'll keep the strike. 19 done, 195 for 4. Final over coming up. Can Avishka Fernando get to 100? We'll have to wait and see. So Milan Ratnayaka given the task of the last over, starts with a full toss. Avishka Fernando misses out. He'll be very disappointed. He would have wanted to crash that through the cover region. Probably trying to hit it too hard. Drags it on the onside. What will Lalage do here? Will he go for everything? Will he give Avishka Fernando the strike? Think he'll target the boundary. Try to get maximum. He's 12 off 9. Slow delivery. Right up there. Very wide outside the off stump. Drags it to the onside. This is good bowling though. Milan Ratnayaka just conceding singles. Not letting Avishka Fernando get hold of him. He's on 94. 3 more balls left. Slam through the offside. Just a single, just a single. Avishka Fernando has the opportunity. He has 2 deliveries to get a 6. To get to an 100. 199 on the board. This is a very good score by CDB. Won't be easy at all for Maliban. Power pack batting lineup led by Avishka Fernando today in the batting. Just a 1-4, but look at the 10 sixers. And there goes another one. Slow full toss, asking to be hit. Hit me, says Milan Ratnayaka. And Avishka Fernando deposits that over mid-wicket for a fantastic 100. 100 of just 49 balls, 11 sixers in that innings. So 66 runs have come in sixers, 1-4-70. 70 of the 100 runs have come in boundaries. And the rest in just 30 runs. So we are calculating that 12 balls, he has got 70 runs in 12 balls. And 37 balls for his next 30 runs. That's out, Scott. Is it? That was a no ball. So the free hit on the boundary. No damage done. The fielder did well though to catch that one. One is Dushan. The final ball coming up. Oh, good slow delivery right in the block hold. He could be out, run out for 100. 206 is what they've got in their allotted 20 overs. CDB winning the toss, selecting to bat first. Splendid batting performance by Avishka Fernando. Milan Ratnayaka doing well to keep it down, that last one. But he bowled that full toss, conceded a 6. That led to Avishka Fernando get to 100. We have seen a lot of full tosses today, I'll tell you. In the first match as well, so many full tosses. Second match as well. The bowlers haven't got their length right. Probably looking to bowl full. They missed their length by a long way in most times. But run out of that last ball right in the block hole. That was a good one. That's where you need to keep bowling. Take a look at the scorecard. Right at the top, Cruz Pille fell early. But then Daniel and settled in to a good innings. So there you go, Cruz Pulle fell early for 6, Lahiru Dara for 13. But then partnership there, Shevon Daniel made 34 in quick time, 22 balls. Sonal Dinusha came in, showed his skills, 33 of 19. Dunit Villalage 14 of 11. But Avishka Fernando 100 of 51 out in the last ball, 11 sixers and just a 1-4. What innings it was by him. Look at the batting to come. Nipun Dhananjay, Pawan Ratnayaka, Lahiru Madhushankar. They are very capable batters. But this is what they got. Dhananjay Lakshan, expensive overs for 47. Milan Ratnayaka 4 overs, 1 for 42. All were taken to the clean edge. One Dushan 4 overs for 40. Sahana Ratchike 2 overs for 23. Dushan Vimukti 2 overs for 18. Dushan Hemant 4 overs, 1 for 36. So all the bowlers were expensive today. Some very good partnerships in between that enable CDB to 206 in 20 overs. So this is what happened earlier on today. CDB won the toss, selected to bat first. and started off well, we could call it Maliban. Couple of streaky shots. Then Cruz Pulle was out, well caught there at mid wicket. Lahiru Udara came in, played a couple of very good shots along with the Daniel. They set the foundation. They were looking very threatening. Runs were coming quite easy till Lahiru Udara was out caught in the deep. Siobhan Daniel, he continued on his merry way, finding the boundary with ease. Some sparkling drives through the offside as well. Then came Avishka Fernando joining him, and he started to open up his shoulders. Was severe on the spinners. Siobhan Daniel driving one uppishly towards sweeper cover. That was the third wicket to fall. Sonal Dinusha came, and he found the boundary with ease, hit some massive sixes. This partnership really took the game away from Maliban, we could call it, in that innings. The runs were flowing very easily. And then Avishka Fernando at the other end, some towering sixes, 11 in this innings. Just a 1-4, you can imagine how strong he was against spin, against pace. Fantastic innings that was. That was probably the only 4 he hit. Then Sonal Dinusha was out caught of the bowling of Dushmant Hemant. Avishka Fernando was joined by Wellalage, and they continued. Wellalage hitting 1-6 in that innings of 14 not out. That was the 6th to bring up the 100 for Avishka Fernando. He was in tremendous form, that one, where he got to his 100. Last ball, without a run out at the non-striker's end. That's a 200. And it's going to be a stiff total to chase for Maliban when they come out to bat.
Right, so we are back for this chase. Stiff chase, 206 for 5 is what CDB got in their 20 overs. And now Maliban Biscuits will have to look at starting off with a 10 plus run rate per over. They need to really get well. Need someone to do what Fernando did, dealing sixers. Gets 100 with just 1 4 and 10 sixers. That was some hitting. MCA grounds quite small. No better. As for that you can see Vishen Halambage, also a man who likes to go after the bowling. Thing is, on a pitch like this, sometimes the ball can hold up. How is he going to cope with that? Is he going to get pace on the deliveries? That will also be interesting to see. So looks like it's Pramod Madhushan to the ball in hand. He'll be bowling from the scoreboard end. Wait and see who Halambage's partner is. Sangit Kure, skipper. Left hand maybe on strike. And Vishen Halambage, the right hand, will be at the non-strikers end. Weather has played really good here. Normally we had showers during the day, 10-15 minute rain intervals last couple of days in Colombo. But today it's totally different. Sun out from morning. Time is 3:44 on the clock. And all set for the start. Umpire just looking around. Bowler that it's time to start. Sangit Kure. Oh, and he has to pull out. Yes, someone just walking across, trying to walk across the side screen. Not sure what he was thinking. First delivery. Had so much of time to do that and decided to walk across. Pramod Madhushan won't be happy. He had run in almost up to the bowling to the wickets. That's the culprit there on screen. Straight away runs and that's into the boundary. So this is a good start by Sangit Kure. In that gap, and immediately you see slip coming out into that region. So point on the boundary. Got a short third. Point on the boundary. Covers, extra covers, and a mid off. Single, so good start. This is 5 runs of 2 deliveries, a boundary and a single. Brings in Halambage on strike. .27 the required run rate. It is swing. Oh, sloppy. Sloppy. And both fielders trying to cover up. Heads clashing. Lashit Kruspulle and saw that throw coming in at the stumps, but the two fielders backing up, both going for the ball. Oh, well. Luckily, both fielders seem to be okay. Just a slight, maybe a shake-up. Two heads, but both smiling, so they are okay. Halamge off the mark with some drama. Ball coming into the left hand. And good running there. 2 runs. Pavan Ratnayaka, the field. So Dushan getting that some swing from the new ball. See it. So leaving the right hand, coming into the left hand. Well, been a bit expensive. 8 runs in 4 balls. Again, this time steered away towards that backward point region for a single. So they are in within touching distance of. If you're looking at when you're chasing a total of in excess of 200, you want 10 plus over. If you can get those 10 runs in the first over itself, I think you're on the right track. See there, current run at 10.80, required 10.33. Again, this time a dot ball. So just the 9 runs in that first over. Dushan completes with a dot ball. And it's 9 for dollars after 1. So big ask, 198 required from 114 deliveries, and straight away spin to start off. Tharindo Ratnayaka can bowl with both arms, starting off as off spin to the left hand. .73 wickets, 10 times picked up 3 wickets or more. 44 for 22 is his best. Looks like he'll be bowling over the wicket off spin. And Halamge can't get that away. This time Halamge goes big onto that road. So that's his first bound in the first 6. Down on one knee. Clears everything. So another ball lost. This guy, if he bats long, I'm going to lose a few more deliveries. Ratnayaka now under pressure. This time again goes on the back foot, pulls it, one bounce into the fence, 4 runs. Alapage on the attack. Didn't drop it that short. Field was not very close to that, but not to 11. Once again pulls it, but this time straight to that field at mid of Vellalage. End of the second over. Maliban Biscuit on target, 20 for no loss. Dushan to continue. First over went for 9. Then the Ratnayaka has conceded 11. Look at that. Still current run rate on 10 and 10.30. So wickets are key. Looks like the pitch has settled down. Swing enemies trying to go over the top of mid-off, who is in the circle. Misses it completely. So at the field again, short third. A point covers, extra covers, and a mid-off all in the circle. Got a fine leg. And a mid-on also in the circle on the leg side. 2 fielders out. The deep mid wicket and a deep square leg. Wrapped on the pads, loud shout. Bahadur Singh says no, signals leg byes. Ramgi on strike, 11 off 7. Then again, feet not going anywhere, just throwing his hands at it. Ball pitching outside off and moving away. Needs to be a bit careful because can take an edge. was again, once again the edge. Fielder just couldn't get his hands on it. Alamgir leaving dangerously. Cannot put, yeah, he played early. Yeah, can't put that down as a chance, but it was in the air for some time. To the boundary. Alamgir on 15. Runs coming thick and fast. Back of the hand delivery, slow ball, and Halamage hammers that onto the roof of the scoreboard. 6. So boundary and a 6, so 10 runs in 2 deliveries. It was a decent over. The first 3 deliveries just giving away 1 leg by, and now he's considered 10 in 2. And up again, this time up in the fielder getting under it, a long chase, but just can't get his hands underneath the delivery. And like I said, Alamgir living dangerously, but that's the way he bats. The only way he knows to go about a long chase, but couldn't get to it. I think that was the skipper, Lairu Madhushankar. So end of the third over is 33. There we see that replay. Going and go. Yeah, that was the skipper Madhushankar. Just couldn't get his hands. It had to stretch. So 33 after 3. It's going at 11 runs per over. This is a very good start by Maliban Biscuits. Tarindra Ratnayaka continuing his off spin. We at 23 of 11 and Sangeet Kure 9 of 7. It's a really good start. Pitch playing much better than in the morning session. And he turned a lot. It was very slow. We see now going on with the arm. Just to see once Lalage comes into attack whether he will get any turn from this track. It's all about bowling intelligently on this track. So in the morning, the slower they bowled, it was harder to get it off the square. Now left arm from round the wicket. And Halampake goes big again. That's about the 4th ball that has been dislodged into that garden. Another 6. Dealing in 6. This is exactly what Maliban Biscuits need. Someone to do what Avishka Fernando did. That time he has enough white balls in stock. Lost about... Well, the first game we didn't lose any balls, but this time we've lost about 4 or 5. Slight change in the field. That run turns, squares him up. Halampake equal to the task. Again goes on one knee and gets underneath that That's the second 6 in this over. Haramage enjoying himself. Dropping a shot at him. And Haramage going on one knee, getting underneath the tilde and just smashing it away into that deep square leg region. This is really good batting. 161 required in 98 deliveries. This time on the off. One bounce into the fence. A very, very expensive over by Tarindu. Haramage enjoying his run. This ground quite small. You see him going on the off. Not an easy shot to play. One bounce into the fence. The 50 up in the fourth over. That's very good cricket. Gets a single. 18 runs in that over. Ratnayaka pretty expensive. 2 overs, none for 29. And it's 51 for no loss after 4. If you're a bowler, I wouldn't like to see those figures. 2 overs, none for 21, and 2 overs, none for 29. Haramage quickly into 40 of 16. And Vellalage into the attack from the pavilion, from the scoreboard end. Well, it's the boundary pretty close on the leg side for the right hand. Lage starts down the wicket and greeted with a 6. Not the way Vellalage would have wanted to start, but Haramage, that's the way he bats. Fielder thought that he had a chance, but then straight on that tractor. 46 to Haramage of 17. Slight adjustment to the field. Haramage 164 wickets in 105 innings. 5 wickets on 4 occasions, 6 for 56, his best. This time again, another one in the zone. And that's a half century for Vishen Haramage. Just 18 deliveries for that half century. Total has moved on to 61 and he's scored 50. 2 of them. There we see again attacking the pads. Going the full distance. What a knock by Vishen. So Vellalage immediately under pressure. 2 sixers in 2 deliveries. And Adil looking for another ball to come out. Last count of the number of balls that have come out. T20 game at MCA grounds, the home of the MCA cricket. Not a very big grounds, not the ideal ground for a T20 game, especially when you have caliber of players like Fernando, Vishen Haramage, Sivan Daniel, or that one. Trying to go for after that as well. Time going wide outside the off stump. So the batsman complete a single. So Villarge pulling things back now. Dot ball and a single. Brings Kure onto strike. .64 for no loss after 4.4 overs. Look at that, current run rate is 13 plus. CDB may be feeling a bit of pressure. Villarge, we all know, is a fighter. He is not going to give in. Moving his field around. On the wicket to Kure. Kure is happy to just get the single and watch from the other end. He's just on 10 of, he's on 11 now of 9 deliveries. And Halambage 53 of 20. And Halambage goes this time. That's in there. That there's a fielder getting under it. That's the end of Halambage. So there you see all the experience. Well, Halambage picking up a wicket, the first. Getting Halambage to play that fall stroke, but a very good start for Maliban Biscuits. Halambage doing what they would have required. But this time you can see smart cricket by Villarge throwing it up away from the batsman, and he was in line with that wide tram line. But he still went on with the shot, thinking that he can get away with it. Skied it. So first wicket down, Halambage gone, caught Siobhan Daniel, bowled Dunit Villarge. So that's a Josephian Petrite combination. Halambage Petrite and Siobhan Daniel, Dunit Villarge, both Josephians. Played together, 53. And after 5 overs, it's 65 for 1.
So 65 for 1 after 5 overs. What an innings, 53 there in quick time of just 20 odd deliveries for Vishen Halambage. They'll be very happy to see the back of him, no doubt. CDB, they have posted a big score. But the runs have come in the power play. Lairu Madhushanka, the captain, takes the ball. He'll have to do something special. Didn't bat today. What can he do with the ball? Can he create something? Probably he'll be looking to bowl those cutters into the surface. Sangit Kure has been at the other end now. He'll have to get going. 11 of 12. Ravindu Rashanti is out there at number 3. Pitched outside the leg stump. That will be leg byes. So 141 of 89 deliveries, certainly gettable from Maliban. They have some more batting to come. Ranesh Silva, Sahanara Chige. Sanuj Darshika. They have the power down the order. Dhananjay Lakshan. I won't be surprised if he comes in next. Pushes it on the offside. Goes through for a quick single. He's off the mark. Ravindu Reshan. Goes for it, Sangit Kure in the outcourt. Mid-innings takes the catch. For a moment you thought there will be a bit of a clash. But another wicket now, 2 quick wickets here. Sangit Kure trying to lift the tempo. Unable to. Lairu Madhushanka, he's got the wicket. So the captain, picking up the captain. You see that off cutter, slow delivery. Sangit Kure was already through with the shot. Good deception. And Mid-innings holds on to it. Sangit Kure departs for 11. So 140 required in 87 deliveries. Dhananjay Lakshan, as expected, has walked into the centre. First delivery, flips it away on the onside. Just using the pace of Lairu Madhushanka. That's a good shot. That's 4 runs. Just using the pace. Use the angle well. So he's come out there with the purpose of starts off positively. They are looking to chase down these runs. It's a challenge. Slow delivery. Probably pitching outside the leg stump. Was that a bit of bat? No given leg buys. I think it was pitching outside the leg stump. Another off cutter. You see, pace off the ball is the way to go. Soon as he gave pace, he was hit for 4. But pace off the ball, he's already got a wicket. And also beaten the bat. So Ravindu, Rashan. That's right in the block hole. It's the single. 6 overs done. Good over that one for CDB. Just the 6 runs from the skipper, 73 for 2. So a relaxed look in dressing room there for Maliban. They are on course. The current run rate well over the required run rate at the moment. But a few good overs is what CDB need. Like what Lairu Madhushanka did there. If they can just keep things quiet for 2 to 3 overs, the required run rate will jump up. Bellalagi got that wicket, but it was an expensive 115. But he got the prize wicket of Vishen Halambage. Ravindu Rashan will have to get on with the game as well. It's been scored in lots of runs in the recent past. Down the leg side. Call a wide. Too wide that one. Trying to just dart it into the pads probably of Dhananjay Lakshan. Not going to let him get under it. They won't mind the singles at all. CDB. Can they stop the boundary? With again outside the off stump, straight to the fielder. Oh, beautifully bowled, pitched and turned. Excellent bowling. Goes through. Just a single. Straight to the fielder once again. Good over from Bellalage. This one is bowled a couple of wides. Still managed to keep the runs down. Slight hesitation in the field. That's full toss on leg stump. Gets away with it, Bellalage. Just a 5 runs off that over. He'll take it. So 2 good overs. Just 11 runs off the last 2 overs conceded. 7 done, 79 for 2. That was Vishen Halamage's half century. Really took on the bowlers, just smashed them down the ground. He backs his power, very strong straight. And it was very good, very harsh on the bowlers. Some couple of good sixers, quite easy as you like it against Bellalage. But was outcalled on the boundary. But he set the tempo. That was the one. He was beaten in the air. You could see that went high up in the air. Just subtle variation from Bellalage, and Halambage was outcaught. But it was an excellent start. He's put them on track, Maliban, to chase this big total. Dhananjay Lakshan, can he find the boundary? Ravi Durashanta will have to get going now. He's faced 6 deliveries. So Nipun Dhananjay has been given the ball. Didn't bat today. Known for his batting, but now he's doing some bowling. Shot outside the leg stump, call wide. The wicketkeeper Lahuru Dara going up for that one. Probably trying to deceive the umpire. He thought maybe it was close to the glove. Looking to come down the rack. Fired it in, Nipun Dhananjay. This is good bowling. Now this is the pressure telling that required run rate now will jump up. Still, they're well above the current run rate, 11.18, required run rate just below 10. That's close, that's close. Probably turning not too much. Maybe the impact outside the off stump. Maybe the umpire thought that was missing. Looking to run it down towards third man. Could be outrun out. Has he got back in time? Ravindra Rashanta. He was scrambling down the track looking for the single. Had to get back quickly. Bit of a mix up there. Yeah, just managed to get in front of the stumps. Nipun Dhananjaya. Might be close if he was behind. Try something different. Gets it into the gap. But just a single. This is brilliant stuff, Ryan. Nipun Dhananjaya is only conceded the 4 runs, including the wide. If he can finish it off here. The last 2 overs went for 11. But this is super stuff. Even if he gets hit for 6, they're still only considered 21 then in 3 overs, which is very good. Like I mentioned, even if he's hit for 6, he's gone for 10. But the last 3 overs have gone for just 21. So CDB will take that 7 runs per over. The required run rate has jumped up over 10 now, even though that last ball went for 6. That was a good hit by Ravindra Rashanta. Much needed. 89 for 2 after 8. Right in the block hole. Foolish delivery. Smashes it, doesn't get hold of it. Ravindra Roshan just sort of sliced it, didn't time it at all. So Lahiru Madhushanka into his second over, the skipper using his experience, just trying to hit the deck. Slow deliveries, cutters into the surface, not giving the batters any pace to work with. That's a good one. Good delivery right in the block hole. Ones will not matter for CDB. It's just at the boundaries that they have to defend. Again, full and straight. Brilliant bowling. Super stuff by Lahiru Madhushanka. There's nothing much you can do about those. But you had to ensure every ball counts for runs. 1 run every ball is much needed. Down the rack and misses it completely. Straight onto the stumps at the non-strikers, and that was a good shot. Took it on the full. Was well timed, but what an over. Once again, just 4 runs off that one. These are brilliant stuff in this last 4 overs. They're considered just 25 runs in the last 4. Fantastic stuff by CDB. 9 done, 93 for 2. That's close. That's close. Could be out. LBW gone. Going for the one across the line. Pitched in line. Did that hit in line? Ravindra Rashanta has to depart. There you go. Right in front. He's a goner. 93 for 3. In 9.1 overs. 13 of 11, just not enough, needed much more. And now CDB gradually coming back into the game. Down the leg side, tucked away. Sanush Darshika is the new batter out there. So they need some runs quickly. I think Dhananjay Lakshan is the man who probably can get them closer to this 200. He's the one who can find the boundary regularly. So they need him, and he's the left-hander. So they need Dhananjay Lakshan to play the big shots. They have Ranesh Silva, Dushan Hemant, and Dushan Vimukti to come. But this is good bowling. This is very good bowling by Nipun Dhananjay. These last 5 overs, 4.3 overs have been exceptional. Just the 27 runs conceded. This is top quality bowling. After the power play, They have really put the brakes on. So 110 of 62, almost 12 runs per over, the required now. Again nudged away on the onside. Will they come back for two? Just a single. Yes, a slight misfield. Overrunning the ball. Opportunity for Sanush Darshika to come back for two. 2, 4 and 6 of the over. The final ball to go. It's not picking up cleanly and sending his return. That was Pawan Ratnayaka. Just 7 off that over. Another good one by Nipun Dhananj. Excellent from CDB. 100 on the board after 10 overs. Exactly. It's 100 for 3.
So halfway mark done. It's 100 for 3 in 10. Need another 107 of 10 overs, 60 deliveries. Vellarakka been brought back into the inning for his second spell. 2 overs, 1 for 20, out of which his first 2 deliveries of his spell, his first over went for 2 sixers. So then after that he's just given away 8 runs, picked up a wicket in 10 deliveries. A very good comeback. But from the same end he started. Vellarakka reading that well. He knew the batsman was going to do something different. Sanot Dashika trying to get in place before the ball was bowled. I see bowling it slower, getting some turn. Have to be careful trying to go across. He plays across the line. Well, the leg side from this end, the right-hander's leg side is the closer boundary. This time full and fast. Tanja Lakshan just can't get it away. Tanja Lakshan may have seen a lot of Vellarakka. They play for the same club at Colombo Coles Cricket Club. Must be knowing a trick or two of what Vellarakka can do. Oh, that was taken from the stumps. So a couple of bounces into the fence. This is good. You need to do something different. You need to be smart. Sanoj Dashika moves on to 11 of 6. Six runs so far in 3 deliveries. Vellarakka targeting that off stump line, just outside off stump. So I'm getting that wicket of Vishen Halambage, throwing it up wide outside the off stump. But Sanot Dashika plays that switch hit, or you can call it that reverse sweep to good. Oh, flat batted for 6. bowled it fast and short. Dhananjay going ahead with that shot. 18 of 15. Velaragi has gone for 13 in this over. He saw him coming out and then dragged it back, but Dhananjay Lakshan equal to the task. Good bit of fielding by man in the deep, restricted to just one. That's Pavan Ratnayaka charging in, keep them to a single. Velaragi expensive over comes to an end. 3 overs, 1 for 34, and after 11 it's 114. So this was Avishka Fernando in that previous innings. His 100 of 51 deliveries had something like 10 sixers and 1 4. Generally you don't see something like that. All those are the sixers. You get a mix of 4s and sixers, but this time he chose to deal with only sixers. That was the last ball. Again, this time Dhananjay Lakshan going down on one knee, reverse sweeping that from Nipun Dhananjay. Just the one bounce into the fence. So runs coming, they're still in the hunt. So pressure on Dhananjay now. Consider bound in the first delivery. Still 10 runs over needed. Bit of advice from the wicket keeper. They need to do is keep bowling in line with the stumps. But for the left hand, the leg side from this end is the close end. Will he go outside the off stump? Oh, there. That leading edge, lucky that didn't go in there. 52 balls, 90 runs required, 89 runs required in 52. Very tight game. This will go down to the wire. Depending on who has the nerves and who just to bowl smart or bat smart. Well, he moved across. Time he takes it on the full into the boundary, it goes for 4. So 9 runs in this over so far. Oh, this could be a run out. That was, I think it was Sonal Dinesh, the fielder. But a very good running. Hesitation. Firing it in, but I think that dive saving him. He got a start. That's what made him get there. 10 runs in the over. Again, leading edge. Lucky not to go to hand. So 10 runs in that over. 12 done is 124 for 3. Narendra Ratnayaka. Third over. Hammer that will cross the line right now into the boundary. So good start to the over. Boundary to start off. This is what they need to stop. Not let the boundary in the first 3 deliveries. Oh, again, turn. Takes the edge. What does a captain do in a stage like this? You cannot bring a slip because then you're opening up a gap. You can see the ball taking turn. T20 game. Might as well stop the boundaries. Current run rate ahead of the required run rate. Very interesting to see. There again, you saw bowled it slower. Batsman had to wait for it. This is better from Tarindu. Two singles after that boundary. Needs to finish strong. Just trying to see what the batsman is trying to do. He knows Sanat Darshika keeps moving about in the crease. Seven runs of 4 deliveries. That's another maximum. So now pressure on Ratnayaka. Considered 13 runs with 1 delivery to go. But again, cannot imagine how the pitch has settled down after that morning session. Saw it turning square. There is turn, but slow turn. Another ball been replaced. We've lost count of the number of balls that have come onto the ground now. It's a clearly going down leg. Finishes with a dot. 13 done, it's 137 for 3. CDB need a wicket. Get one of these batsmen out. Bring in a new batter. One may bring two. Nipon Dhananjay's final over. 3 overs, 1 for 27. The context of this game has been pretty decent. Pulls into that mid-wicket region, just the 1 run. Need to have 1 quiet over and then make the batsman do the mistake. Good tight over here. Put a lot of pressure on the batsman. That dropped. Got it in his hands and out it went. That could have been the breakthrough they wanted. Oh yes. Just didn't stick. So now this might create a bit of pressure. Just the 3 runs in 3 deliveries. Will Dhananjay look for something different? So far, Nipon Dhananjay has been pretty good. How vital can that miscatch be? Okay, nicely bowled. Just a singer. Dhananjay picked up 3 runs, so he was on 31. That catch was dropped. there again. What happened there? Not sure the ball hit the stumps or it was the wicket keeper's hand. Oh yeah, may have been the hand that broke the stumps. How good over is this? Just the 5 runs so far. Makes room. Goes in there. 3 fielders converging. No one can get to it. Just the 1 run. Brilliant over by Nipun Dhananjay. 6 runs in that over. And he ends his spell. 4 was 1 for 33. It's 143 for 3 in 14. Bowling so far, Lionel Madhuchanka, 2 overs, 10 runs. Nipun Dhananjay, 4 overs, 33. All the others have gone about 10. Wellalage to come in maybe for his last over, 1 for 34. Now here, if he can pick up a wicket or keep the scoring rate to below 10, I think it will be a good finish for him. So they're looking at bringing him back, trying to pick up a wicket, get one of these batsmen back in the pavilion, get that new batsman in, and then put some pressure on him. .64 in 36. What a match. A very good T20 game here on the cards. Flights it, takes it on the full. Lakshan down the wicket just for 1. Pawan Ratnayaka, the fielder. So now Dashik. Where will he target? Switch it. Makes room. Vella follows him. That's up and over on those side wickets. So 6, 7 runs now. Saw him following him. Tried not to give him room, but that's quick to pounce on it. Another ball coming on. Single. Runs in 3 deliveries. Just about trying to get to that 10, 11 runs over. Keep going. For 1 big over. Like that 9 in 4. Wickets are the key. 150 up, 152 for 3. Oh, this time. Lucky top edge. 1 bounce into the fence. Well, targeting the stumps, but this is good by Sanoj Darshika. This may be that over they were targeting. And get a good over in 51 of 31. Just the 1 run to end expensive over. 14 runs in the over. Villar gave figures 4 was 1 for 48 and it's 157 for 3 in 50.
So things looking really good for Maliban at the moment, chasing down this big total. They are 157 for 3 after 15 overs. This partnership has put them on course. 37 of 28 to Dhananjay Lakshan. Sanoj Darshika as well, 37 of 19. He's going at better or a quicker rate than Dhananjay Lakshan. 50 needed in 30 deliveries. Remember, 207 the target. So this is going to be tricky. Tharindu Ratnayak has been expensive. 3 overs for 42. Villala was taken to the cleaners as well. All they need is 10 runs per over from here onwards. And they'll be through. So 1 big over. And the game will be back with Maliban for sure. A 15 to 20 run over is all they need. And then it will be comfortable. Just bowling it slow. You can see Tharindu Ratnayak using his experience. Not trying to dart it in. Slow as possible. Keeping things tight. That time a quicker one. Down on 1 knee. Sanoj Darshika is looking to target that leg side field. Open the leg side field up. Lahiru Madhushanka changing things around. I'm surprised that he didn't bowl much more. He was very good with the ball his couple of overs. That's wide outside the off stump. Let's it go through. Again going for the big one. So Tharindu Ratnayak just giving it, floating it up outside the off stump, not bowling in the arc for Dhananjay Lakshan. Now this is good bowling. He's telling Dhananjay Lakshan to fetch it if he wants to. He's very strong on the onside. This time again, no pace at all. Not easy to hit over the top. This is the pressure now. The required run rate is going to jump to 10.67. Just the 3 runs including that wide in the over. But 2 very crucial deliveries, these final 2 balls. These 2 deliveries need to go to the boundary if they're going to stay with this required run rate. Shot hard into the surface. Ones won't matter for CDB. Required run rate has jumped up to 11.04. 46 in 25. Inside out. Touch too full, but will they come back for 2? Mix up. Running all over the place. Well, it's a chaos out there in the center. Pawan Ratnayak at the field, having a big smile on his face. I think he didn't see way through it. But that was an excellent piece of bowling. Brilliant stuff by Ratnayak. His final over He was brilliant. It was thrown. Oh, Lyro Dara couldn't gather it cleanly. I think the ball skidded onto him just too close, and I think it was off that matting, unfortunately. So 16 overs done, 162 for 3. A good partnership of the 69 of 41 deliveries. Take a look what happened there. Pawan Ratnayaka fell down while throwing. The batter was already down on the ground. The wicket keeper could not gather cleanly. The throw keeping a bit low. They managed to get through. Wonder what happened. He's hurted his groin muscle, I think. Dhananjay Lakshan, probably a bit of pain. 16 overs, 162 for 3. A lot of discussion in the centre there. Lyro Madhushanka along with his senior members, starting the Ratnayaka, having a bit of chat. Nipun Dhananjay is out there for Avishka Fernando. So they will be thinking what's going to happen. I think it's Lyro Madhushanka is going to bowl. This is the right decision. His 2 overs were very good. Just 10 runs. Because he bowls pace off the ball. Hits the deck. Another good over here. And you feel CDB will take control of the game. Maliban have to keep getting a boundary every over minimum. Looking to battle it away. Good bowling again. A slow delivery. No pace on the ball for Dhananjay Lakshan to work with. This is the experienced Lyro Madhushanka. He's studied the surface really well. Chatting to him before the toss as well. Discussing the last game. Pace off the ball. Just into the surface. Has been very effective so far today in both games. Again, but this is slightly short. Has he got the distance? I don't think he has. Straight down the fielder's throat. Brilliant bowling from Lyro Madhushanka. Once again, no pace to work with for Dhananjay Lakshan. You could see that he didn't get his timing right with the power behind that shot. This is a big wicket. He's out for 39 of 32. They've broken a very good partnership. Swinging at it and comfortably taken on the boundary. I think it was Sonal Dinush out there. Yes, it is. So he's out for 39 or for 33. 2 fours and 2 sixes. Susan Arachiki comes in. 45 required of 22. He will have to swing at everything. No time to get settled in. Every run is going to count. Every ball is going to count. That's close. That's close. They did pitch outside the leg stump. Umpire Hathur Singh thinks so. We'll take a look at that one. Umpire Hathur Singh thinks it went outside the leg stump. Again, pace off the ball. Sahanarachige played way too early. Yes, I think that's a good decision. It pitched outside leg. Very good decision by umpire Chaminda Singer. But this is brilliant bowling. Just the one run of 3 deliveries. It's got the set bat out. Now they change the field around. There is a short third and a short fine leg. Long on. Deep mid wicket. Square leg is up to the next to the square leg umpire. Long off. So he's going to bowl outside the off stump, you feel. Just the 3 fielders on the onside. So Lahiru Madhushanka has to bowl outside the off stump to the right hand. Sanush Darshika. He has 2 fielders there behind the wicket keeper in the 30-yard circle. But he's gone. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Credit to Lahiru Madhushanka. He made Sanush Darshika play that shot. He did well to get bat on it, but cannot beat the fielder. Could not get his over his head, and these are 2 wickets in the over. Both the set batters have been dismissed. Dhananjay Lakshan, now Sanush Darshika. He moved the fielders onto the offside, bowled outside the off stump, and Sanush Darshika looking to pitch it through the onside. Got it on the full, timed it well, but that was a well-timed catch as well. Very well taken. The lone fielder, either side of him, it would have been 4. But it doesn't happen the way Sanush Darshika wants it to, and he's gone. 5th wicket down at 163. The 2 wickets in the over has changed the complexion of the game. We could see CDB once again gaining control. But it's not over till it's over. You never know. Smacked down the ground. Will that have the legs to go to the boundary? No, just a single. Dushan Hemant is the new batter out there. Battles it away through the onside. That was pace on. That was the first mistake he made in the over. And he's gone for 4. You could see he was bowling pace off. The last ball of the over to Sahanarachige is bowled with a bit of pace. And he's been picked for a boundary. But still a very good over. That one from Lahiru Madhushanka. Picked up 2 wickets. The 2 set batters. And just conceded 5 runs. What a over that was. Exceptional. 17 done, 168 for 5. So Pramod Madhushan will bowl his 3rd, the 18th of this innings. Right in the block call, full and straight. Brilliantly bowled. Not letting the batter get under it. This is good stuff. Experienced bowlers. Lahuru Madhushanka, now Pramod Madhushan. Running in hard, hitting the correct areas. Running in hard, slow delivery. Has he got the distance? He has. That's onto that pathway near us. No. What happened there? I think we lost it. The cameraman lost the ball for a while. I thought he showed us it went over. We'll take a look at that one. Just 2 runs. Dushan Arachige. They'll take it. He tried the slow one outside the off stump. He wants to not bowl in the arc of Sahan Arachige. You see he's trying to bowl away from him. There you go. And yes, that was a good attempt there. Keeping it inside play. This time goes straight down. Has he got the distance? Oh, that's quite noisy. Right next to it. Slamming into the side screens. That's 6. Sahan Arachige certainly can hit the big shots, and that was straight as a dice into those black side screens. For a while I thought it will take our cameraman who's above the side screen. Our cameraman there has had quite a long couple of weeks from Dambulla to here, from day 1 in Dambulla for the Sri Lanka Australia Under-19 Women's Series. Now back to Colombo. Came back yesterday and back on field today. Right in the block hole. Very well done. This is good stuff. It's been hit for 6. But you need to come and still try to keep it minimum as possible. So 10 runs off the over. 2 deliveries to go. 29 of 14. This game is going down to the wire. It's exciting. Can Dushan Hemantha find the boundary here? These last 2 deliveries are very crucial. It's a straight back down the ground. The fielder diving effort. Absolutely brilliant effort. No doubt about it, I can tell you. Yes, I think it is Siobhan Daniel. Yes, down there on the boundary. Commitment utmost. Just could not keep it in play. But applauds to the effort. 4 runs. Now it has become a slightly expensive over. 14 off it. 1 ball to go. That boundary was crucial. This is a very crucial delivery. Can Pramod Madhushan keep it down to a single? If they find a boundary here, then it will be 21 of the last 2. That's an excellent shot. But the field has done well. Brilliant. Vellalage on the boundary. Picked it up early. And straight away the return came in. Kept it down to 1. That was a good shot. Good cricket overall. 18 done. 183 for 5. So Lahuru Madhushanka 3 for 15. These are his 3 wickets. That was the first one. And then the wicket of Dhananjay Lakshan. That was a big one. Crucial blow. And then Sanuj Darshika, good catch there. So 3 very important wickets he's picked up today so far. The wickets of Sangeet Kure, Dhananjay Lakshan and Sanuj Darshika. Slow one inside the surface. He's scooped it up in the air. Fielder running back. Oh, almost. Good attempt by Tharinder Ratnayaka to get to that one. Tried hard. But once again, the slow ball from Lahiru Madhushanka working. No pace on it for Dushant Hemanta to smack it over extra cover. He had to reach for it. Did, but found the bottom part of the bat. Scooped it in the air. That was a very good attempt though. Never easy. Ball running away from you. That's down the ground. Where's that gone to? Dushan Hemanta has launched that over the bowler's head. That's a big one. That's a big hit. Already 8 of the first 2 deliveries. 12 was required of the over. If they can make this a big over, then it's going to be very easy for the last over to come. Lahiru Madhushanka is bowled so well. 3 overs for 15. He needs to pull it back here. He needs to try something. Right in the block call, very well bowled. Keeping it down to 1. I think Lahiru Madhushanka will prefer bowling to the left hand Sahan Arachige. He's bowling those off cutters, and he will be bowling wide off. He'll be bowling wide outside that off stump line, you think, to Sahan Arachige. Change in his field. Sweeper cover on the boundary. Yes, a short third, backward point. 30-yard circle, another fielder dropping back to the boundary. He's going to bowl wide outside the off stump. Slow and wide outside the off stump. That is going to be the plan from Lahiru Madhushanka. There you go. Pace off. There you go. Very well bowled. Beautifully bowled. Oh, what did Lahiru Udara do there? He threw the stumps. Unnecessary. That was not needed. Consider 3 runs. That was not needed. They were anyway through for the single. There was no run out in that one. He should have lobbed it back to the bowler. But instead he threw at the striker's end. He's made an error there. And they are conceded 3 runs. The ball should have been just 1. Or should have been a dot ball or just 1 maximum. That spoils the over. But the tactics from Lahiru Madhushanka have been brilliant. He's executed his plan so far well today as a bowler. This is going down to the wire. Good game of cricket. That's very well played. Dushan Hemanta has ticked it down to the boundary for 4. Walking across his stumps, taking it on the full. Paddling it away over the short fine leg fielder's head. 4 runs. Brilliant batting. You cannot doubt the batter's ability there. Lahiru Madhushanka went full. The only thing probably it was just slightly too full, but still the skill level of Dushan Hemanta. You know, you have to give it to the batter. 8 of 7 now. Goes for the big one. And he's hit that for 6 into those side nets. Maliban have chased down this target. They're just 2 runs away with 1 over to spare. Absolutely brilliant batting. 26 of 9 now. Look at that. Took it from outside the off stump. Picked it up early. He's a quality all-rounder, no doubt about it, Dushan Hemanta. His first 3 overs, 15. And this over went for 19. And that was a game-changing over, no doubt. Generally, the batters target the 19th over. Don't keep it for the last over, they say. And that's exactly what the Maliban batters did. Just 2 runs needed for victory. Well, what a game of cricket we have had today. The first game was ended up one-sided, you may call it. That was very poor batting. When you look at the surface overall, Michael, you thought that Haley's batted very badly today. Chasing 169. I think Fairfax bowled well, but Haley's batted poorly. Yes, we say that the pitch, but this is the same pitch which have got 400 runs. There you go. Final shot probably into the gap. That's 4 runs to Sana Rachige. Brilliant run chase by Maliban. Absolutely fantastic batting performance at this one. They have got to 209. 207 was the target. And they have got there with 5 balls to spare. What a partnership here. 16 of 7 to Sana Rachige. 26 of 9 to Dushan Hemant. And they have come good and getting over the line to beat CDB in a run thriller here. We have had over 400 runs in this second game. And we cannot say that anything was wrong with the pitch. I would say it was a good batting track. The bowlers who managed to bowl well, who used their head and executed their plans, they probably got away with better figures. But the others, they haven't done well. But it was an exciting game. Smiles all around. But cricket, the ultimate winner here in the second game of the Mercantile Cricket Association Premier T20 tournament. We had 2 games today. Fairfax Insurance beating Haley's by 70 runs in the first game. And here Maliban winning by 5 wickets. Chasing down a mammoth total. And winning the game. At the toss, Sangit Kure said their strength was batting. They anyway wanted to bat second. And his wish came through when CDB decided to bat first. And what a performance. The batters have come good. They have done well. They'll be really happy. They are in the 50 over finals as well, Maliban. And they've started off this T20 tournament in grand style. We'll take a look at the scorecards. So we'll take a look at that. Absolutely a very good batting performance. So there you go. Sangit Kure was out early, but Vishen Halambagi gave them the start they wanted. 53 of 21, 6 sixers, 3 fours. Ravindra Reshant was out for 13. Dhananjay Lakshan in that partnership with Sanoj Darshika, he made 39. Sanoj Darshika also 39. That was excellent to finish things off. Sana Rachige and Dushan Hemant, unbroken partnership. Saw them through 12 extras in that innings. Just took them 19.1 overs to get to 207 and ended up on 209 for 5. Pramod Madhushan was expensive, went for 39. Tharindu Ratnayaka very expensive today, 4 overs for 47. So was Donit Wellalage. To me, the pick of the bowlers were Nipun Dhananjay, 1 for 33. And I thought Lairu Madhushanka changed the game. His first 3 overs went for 15. But that fourth over, the 19th one, went for 19. He ended up still with good figures, 3 for 34. But they were just good enough on the day, Maliban, to get over this target. Take a look at the highlights. They came out defending 206 CDB. Started off well, Sangit Kure, but Vishen Halambagi using his power. In the power play overs, he loves it when the field is in. Doesn't matter if it's pace or spin. He looked very dangerous. Standing deep in his crease, big bat swing. And backs himself to clear the ropes. Was toying with the bowling at that time. Hit Wellalage for a very big over. 2 classic sixers. But then Wellalage came back. It was the last over of the power play. And he got the man he was wanting to. Slowed it up. It was hit high in the air. And Daniel did well to hold on to that one. That was a very good half century from Halambage. Then Lairu Madhushanka brought himself into the attack, got rid of Sanket Kure. Dhananjay Lakshan was joined by Dhananjay Lakshan joined Ravindra Reshan. Ravindra Reshan was LBW to Nipun Dhananjay. And then we had Sanuj Darshika who came in with Dhananjay Lakshan. They put up a very good partnership. They got the momentum back and the runs were coming quite easily during that period. And there was nothing much they could do, but Lairu Madhushanka then brought himself back into the attack and he picked up 2 wickets. This was Dhananjay Lakshan caught in the deep, and soon after that Sanuj Darshika trying to scoop one was out caught well at short fine leg. Sana Arachige came in straight away, showed his talent and power. He was joined by Dushan Hemant and they found the boundary when it was needed. That was a very good hit by Dushan Hemant. Launching into Lairu Madhushanka, that expensive over which went for 19. That really sealed the game for them. And the final 4 runs to finish off the game in 19.1 overs. Superb game of cricket. Maliban on top, beating CDB in the first game. These 2 teams in the T20 tournament. Some exciting talent, a lot of international players, first-class cricketers, under 19 cricketers in these 2 teams. So cricket, of course, is bound to be good. There you go, CDB winning the toss, batting first. Splendid 100 by Avishka Fernando, 100 of 51. Siobhan Daniel 34, Sonal Dinusha 33 contributed. Milan Ratnayaka was expensive, 1 for 42. Sana Archiki and Dushan Vimukti bowled 2 overs apiece and picked up a 1 wicket each. And chasing down the target, Halambage 53 of 21, Dhananjay Lakshan 39, Sanuj Darshika 39, and contributions from Dushan Hemant and Sana Arachige down the order. Lairu Madhushanka 3 for 34 was the pick. Dunit Vellalage and Nipun Dhananjay 1 wicket apiece. Maliban winning by 5 wickets. So excellent game of cricket, and we'll be back in a couple of days from now, the 4th of this month. We will be here at the MCA for yet another 2 games in the MCA A Division T20 Premier Tournament. From us now, for today, it's a goodbye.